morning.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
This class is brought to you by Daydream. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Wonderful start to this new week. I assume a lot of people will have a few days off this week. Maybe,
Possible.
Hopefully.
Possible.
Very possible.
Yeah. What if we just sat here in silence one morning
I mean,
and then
it's
like
part of
gave-
meditation.
like waited a few minutes, or just like jumped right into the meditation? Just like
We
I think
could
people
do that.
would people be thrown off? They'd be like, "What?
Well, I mean, if
What's happening?"
you're discussing it openly with everyone right now, I don't
That's
know.
I'm giving away.
Good morning, Jonathan's mom.
Morning, Mom. You try that one day.
Just talk less.
Have a mosquito bite?
That's impossible. It's probably like a spider bite or something else.
Gross. The fun things that we start discussing at the beginning of our class.
Oh, sometimes we're so awkward, it's painful.
I mean, we were actually just having this discussion with some friends over a Zoom call that we have all maybe potentially lost some of our
We've all become more awkward.
sociability, in-person sociability, if that's even a thing.
I think especially like on something like IG Live, because we see comments, but the exchange is a little different. So after a while, you kind of feel like, oh, no one's really watching or listening.
Well,
You
we're
start,
mostly
seeing-
talking with each
Yeah,
other.
that's what I mean.
So this is when I was teaching by myself. I was just talking
That's
to
true.
my phone, which, I mean, yes, we all have relationships with our phone all the time, but I have yet, by myself, to just talk to my phone.
You talk to yourself, though.
You're not supposed to talk to everyone
You
that.
do talk to yourself.
Yeah, sometimes. Hash things out, you know.
And
Mostly
it's
when I'm
very
like fixing something or I'm doing something.
When you're doing stuff, which is really confusing when we lived in a small condo because I couldn't tell if you were talking to me or to yourself. But now it's much more obvious.
Or I talk to Abby.
Oh, everyone talks to Abby.
It's true. Okay, on that note, on that very strange note,
Let us know if you have any requests for this morning.
And then
Otherwise,
and then go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. You can sit cross-legged or kneeling. Stack the spine up nice and tall. And then stack your palms. Take one hand on top of the other and touch thumbs together. If you have the space and there isn't a dog in your lap.
licking your hand.
You can close your eyes. When you are left in some stillness, just recognize where your mind goes. When there's no obvious task, nothing to accomplish, where do your thoughts flow towards? as you become aware of this flow of thoughts, it's not in judgment. You don't have to change anything. Just like if you were easing into a tight hamstring, you're slowly stretching that muscle, giving it space without straining it. As you watch your flow of thoughts, you have just as much compassion. If we force, if we push too hard, it can have a damaging effect. If we're kind, if we're mindful, the shift might happen with very little ease. In your mind's eye, begin to picture the flow of your thoughts as if it were a river. And you, the observer, standing on the river bank. You might notice that that river is big or small. The water fast moving or slow. Notice the color and clarity of the water. Whether the stream or river is empty or full. Take a moment there just to recognize how beautiful that river is. No matter how it looks. How it's doing exactly what it needs to do. Slowly draw a breath in through the nose, fill all the way up. And open your mouth, sigh it out. Palms connected in prayer at heart center, thumbs rest into the sternum, beginning to the sound of a single Om. Inhale. Blink your eyes open.
Alright. Stay where you are in a seated position. You bring your hands on your knees. So you can sit cross-legged on your shins. We're going to do a few rounds of cat and cow with the spine while seated. So when you breathe in next, pull your shoulders back, lift your chest forward. Thanks beside you. And you even tilt the head back a little. And when you exhale, hold onto your knees, push your spine back, draw your belly in, let your spine round, separate your shoulder blades, pushing your entire back towards the space behind you. And we'll inhale again. Puff the chest forward, push the ribs forward, maybe start to look up a little bit, draw your shoulder blades together, pull the shoulders down at the same time. Exhale, nice and slow, tuck the chin, feel your tailbone pull downwards, belly, ribs pull in. Again, inhale. And exhale. 2 more like this, breathe in. And out. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Coming back to a neutral spine. We'll come to tabletop and then start to send the legs back. So we have requests for low back today. So in tabletop, hands are shoulder width apart. We're going to extend the right leg back, keep the right toes on the mat. So instead of lifting the leg up, right toes to come down, and we'll push the right heel back a little. Hands can even walk forward a touch, shoulders away from the ears. Feel the back of the right calf and ankle. Good. And then from here, we will float the right leg up. Bend the right knee. Then try to think about pushing your right heel up towards the ceiling. Kind of like a 3-legged dog. Press the right heel towards the left side. Let your hip open a little so there's a little bit of a twist in your lower body. You might feel like you can come onto your right fingertips instead, but try not to dump too much weight into your left arm. Keep the chest floating up. Good, so your right foot's reaching over to the left. And then nice and slow, bring the right knee back onto the mat. Let's come briefly into a child's pose. Toes are untucked, melt the hips back. Feeling your low back, your spine here. Might be some asymmetry from just doing that one right leg lifted. I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh it out. And coming back into a tabletop. And same thing, you're going to extend the left leg straight back. Keep your toes down on the mat. Pushing your left heel back. Hands can walk forward a little to give you a bit more leverage to push the heel back. So you're feeling left calf, ankle, shoulders away from the ears. Your neck stays nice and long. Breathe. And then next time you inhale, you'll float the left leg, bend the left knee. Without turning the hip yet, just trying to push your heel up towards the ceiling to find your glute, your bum muscle. Shoulders down. And then from here, let's open the hip, pushing your left foot towards the right side. Maybe coming onto the left fingertips. Try not to sink into the right shoulder too much. Lift the chest away from the floor. Take another breath in, and then gently lower the left knee down. Again, we'll briefly come to a child's pose, but you're also welcome to come into a puppy pose. So child's pose, your hips shift all the way back. Puppy, your bum is stacked over the knees, and you melt your chest. Breathe. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Going back to a tabletop. Abby, it's not time for a nap yet. Come to your downward facing dog. The next time you breathe in, tuck your toes, lift the knees, relax your head. No strain in the neck. Abby wants some daydream. Now, from your downward facing dog, start to look forward the next time you breathe in. I'll take little steps. Walk our feet towards the top of the mat. Coming to the very top. Breathing into a halfway lift, hands can come to the shins, look forward, arch your spine, and when you exhale, we will fold. Press into your feet, lift all the way up, inhale, stretch. And then when we exhale, keep the right arm up, left hand by your side, add a little bit of a side bend here. Breathing into the right side body, and as always with the side bend, if you want to get right into the side, make sure you're not really back bending or rounding forward too much. Just try to maintain neutral space. Breathe. And then when you breathe in next, you're going to come back through center, both arms reach up. Exhale, we'll fold forward. Find a halfway lift again. Back muscles are strong. Breathe in. Exhale, we'll fold. Lift all the way back up to standing. Inhale, stretch. Release your arms, exhale. Okay, you're going to keep your left foot there. We'll lift the right knee, interlace the hand on the shin or even the back of the thigh if that's more accessible. Grounding into your left foot. Shoulders relax. We're going to hug the right leg in just a little bit more. You can flex the heel. You can just relax the foot as well. Good. It's feeling the weight in your left foot. Try not to allow all the weight to be in the pinky side or the big toe side of the foot. Have it a little more even. Stand really tall. Good. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Release the hands. We're going to send the right leg back. You can bring your hands down as you lean forward. Hands can come to the mat. Step your right foot to the very back. Lower your right knee down. Inhale. We're going to sweep the arms up. Come into a low lunge. Melting the hips forward. Breathe. Arms reach up. When we exhale, place your right hand to the left thigh. Just sweep your left arm back. Come into a gentle twist. Turning your left shoulder back, looking towards your left hand if you can. Continue to let your hips gently melt forward. Good. When you breathe in next, you're going to release both hands back onto the mat. We'll step the left foot back, come to a plank position. Breathe in. When we exhale, lower all the way down onto the belly. Untuck the toes. Breathe in. Shoulders pull back. Cobra. Inhale. Exhale, gently come down. 2 more cobras. Inhale. Draw your shoulders back. Use your back muscles, not just your arms. Exhale, releasing. 1 more time. Push your legs down. Breathe in. Draw your shoulders back. Lift your heart forward. And then exhale, releasing. Push into tabletop when you inhale. Good. And from tabletop, right arm's going to lift up the next time you breathe in. Sweep your right arm through to the left side. Tap your right shoulder down for a moment. Inhale, reach your right arm up again. Exhale. Sweep it through. 1 more time. Breathe in. Lift the right arm up. Exhale. Sweep it through. And then come back to tabletop. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Sit on your shins or sit cross-legged. Bring the hands behind you. Interlace the hands. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest up. Lift your chin up. Good. Breathe in. When you exhale, tuck your chin. Bring your chin towards your chest. Reach your knuckles down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Tilt your head to the left. Tilt your head to the right. Release your hands. Breathe in. Deep breath. Hands on the knees. Exhale. Round your spine. Really tuck your chin. Pull at your knees. Feel like you're trying to lean back so much that your hands, if they don't grip onto the knees, you're going to fully slide back. So hold onto the knees, use the strength of your body, lean your spine back, round your spine back, take another deep breath, breathe into the space between the shoulder blades, breathe into your kidneys, your low back, and then slowly release as you exhale, bring your palms down, hands shoulder width, lift the knees, find your downward dog again, pedal the heels out, and then slowly look forward as you walk the feet to the top of the mat. Finding a halfway lift once you're at the top. Breathing in, arching your spine, look forward. Exhale, fold. Stretch all the way up. Inhale. Left arm stays, right hand by your side. No back bend or rounding of the back. If you can, side bend. Good. Breathing into that left side body. Feeling the space you're creating, the stretch you want to achieve here. Grounding into your feet, lifting the ribs up. And as you inhale, come back through center. We'll fold, exhale, hinge from the hips. Feel free to bend your knees, draw the navel in. Inhale to a halfway lift. Fold again, exhale. We'll come all the way back up. Round into your feet, lift up. And then we'll release the hands on the exhale. Ground into your right foot, left knee lifts. Interlace the hand on the shin or the back of the thigh. Shoulders down, spine tall, stand tall. Hug the left leg in, flex or relax the left ankle. Doesn't really matter here. Feel how your weight is distributed in your right foot. Notice if you're rounding, hunching the spine, or overarching. Just have it relatively neutral. Good. Give it another squeeze. And we'll slowly send that left leg back. So left foot goes all the way. Use the help of the hands if you need. Lower the left knee down gently. Make sure your stance is long enough so you can wiggle the right foot forward, lift your chest, melt the hips, inhale, reach your arms up. Good. So allowing the hips to gently push forward, feeling the front of your left hip and thigh. I'm going to bring the left hand over to the right leg. Right arm's going to reach back. Look towards the space behind you. See if you can gaze at your right thumb. Keep the hips pushing forward. And then next time you breathe in, we'll just release both hands back down onto the mat. Tuck the left toes, send the right foot back, come to plank pose, breathe in. Lower all the way, exhale. Again, 3 cobras. Inhale, lift the chest, toes are untucked. Try not to rely only on the hands. Exhale, come down. So again, we'll inhale, lift up. You can lift to your full cobra, but really making sure you're engaging the back as well. Exhale. And really pull the belly in too. Breathe in. Engaging the front core as well as the back. Exhale, coming back down. Tabletop when you breathe in. Good. Next time on the breath in, left arm sweeps up towards the ceiling, finding a bit of a twist. And then exhale, bring your left arm through to the right side. Tap your shoulder for a moment. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring it through. One more, inhale. Exhale, simply bring it through. Just a movement here for the spine. Breathe in, come back through center. Tuck your toes, lift the knees up. Downward facing dog. We'll sweep the right leg up on the inhale. And as you exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow. Lift it back up, breathe in, bend the right knee, turn your hip open, push your right foot towards the left side. It's kind of like what we were doing in our tabletop in the very beginning of our practice, but now in our down dog. So can you think about lifting your right knee up higher, but at the same time pushing your left heel down more. Breathe in. When you exhale, bring your right knee, touch your left arm. Send the right leg back to your downward facing dog, lifting your bum, relax your head. Try to really make sure you're spreading the weight in your hands. Good. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. Left leg lifts up, inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Come to plank. Inhale, lift it up. Bend your left knee, turn your left hip open, push your left foot over to the right side. And again, lift the left knee high and push the right heel downwards. Good. Find your breath. Both hands strongly pushing down into the mat. Next time you exhale, bring your left knee, try to touch your right arm. And then we'll release the left foot back, downward facing dog. Next time you breathe in, look forward. You can walk, step, or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Halfway lift once you make it there. Breathe in, breathe out, fold. Sorry. Press into your feet, lift all the way up. Inhale. Interlace the hands above your head. Push your palms up towards the ceiling. Again, we'll add a little bit of a side bend over to the right side first. Inhale, come back through center. Good. Now, keeping your left foot on the mat, we're going to lift the right knee and bring the hands on top of the right thigh. So use the strength of the arms a little bit. Push down into the leg. The leg pushes up into your hand, so you feel that right hip, top of the right thigh, bit of your core start to really wake up this morning. Shoulders down, keeping your neck neutral, no strain in the neck. Unclench your jaw, push your hands down low, lift your knee up. Watch your balance. And then we'll send the right leg all the way back. Good. This time staying with the knee lifted, but bend your left knee a little more. Let your hips melt. Arms reach up. Sink the hips a bit more, pushing that right heel back. So we just built some heat and strength in the right hip. Now we're just stretching it out. 2 options in your twist. You can bring right hand down onto the mat, lift your left arm up, or you bring your right elbow outside your left thigh, come to a prayer twist, or if you are super bendy and twisty, you can extend your arm, right hand outside the left leg, or come towards a bind. So as Jonathan is demonstrating his super bendiness. Take another breath in. Exhale, release your hands, unwind the arms, lower your right knee down, straighten your left leg for a moment. Breathe. Keep your hands light. And as always, if you've noticed when you straighten the left leg, you're kind of like dangling here. Maybe just keep the knees slightly bent so that you keep the hands on the mat and work on pushing your hip back so that over time, with the hand staying on the mat, letting the left leg start to straighten. So at least you have help with the hands. Next time you breathe in, we'll release, bending the left knee, send the left leg back, plank pose, breathe in, exhale, lower all the way down. This time, keep your hands there. I want you to lift chest and your legs. So inhale, everything except the hands lift up. Draw your shoulders back, squeeze the legs a little closer together if they are not touching. Good, and then flex your toes, bring your chest and your toes down onto the mat, push into tabletop or plank pose, and then we'll come to downward facing dog. Good, in your down dog, look forward. Next time you breathe in, exhale, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop lightly to the top of your mat, breathing into a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Lift all the way up, inhale, stretch. Interlace the hands, push your palms up towards the sky, side bend to the left. Pressing into both your feet, push your palms away, and then inhale through center, ground into the right foot, lift your left knee, bring your hands onto your left thigh, by the knee. Good, so press down with your arms, knee pulls up against your arms, shoulders are relaxed. You might notice one side is stronger than the other. For sure my left side is still a little bit or much weaker than the right side. Good, relax your face, try not to clench your jaw, remember to breathe. All right, let's send that left leg all the way back, coming into a high runner's lunge. Bend that front knee, melt your hips down, reach your arms up. Good, push your left heel back. Feel lightness, everything above your waist. So everything above the waistline is floating up. Breathe in and find your twist here. Maybe left hand down, right arm up, or you bring your left elbow outside your right thigh, or left palm outside the right foot, or come into a bind. Good. Front knee stays bent, back heel keeps pushing towards the space behind you. Breathe in, breathe out. And then the next time you inhale, slowly unwind from that twist, lower your left knee down. Find the hamstring stretch here. Might wiggle your right foot forward a little bit more. Good. Once again, don't worry if that leg doesn't straighten all the way. As long as you're working on pushing your bum back, trying to lift your heart forward, the position of your torso will help dictate whether you get a stretch in your right leg or not. And it's so normal for our hamstrings to be quite tight. So we do spend a lot of time sitting in a chair. It's just that contracted muscle over time. If you think about how often you stretch your hamstrings compared to how often you sit in a chair, it's probably very disproportionate. And so it's normal for this stretch to take longer. All right, next time you breathe in, bend the left knee, or send the left leg all the way back. Plank pose, breathe in, lower all the way down, breathe in. Good. Maybe walk your hands back a little more so they're more next to your ribs rather than your chest. And I want you to squeeze your elbows closer together behind you. So the elbows point more up towards the ceiling. And again, we're lifting the chest and the legs on the inhale. The hands can lightly press. Exhale, slowly release. 2 more like this, lifting chest and legs. Exhale. 1 more, try to really squeeze evenly in the back muscles. Exhale. Tabletop when you breathe in. Good, briefly find a child's pose when you breathe in. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. You can lift the head, start to align your back. Finding your Shavasana for a brief moment here, just allowing everything to sink into the ground. No effort. Feeling weightless, but also heavy at the same time. Don't try to change anything, or don't try to control your breath. be aware of the support that's beneath your body right now and how you can melt further into that support. Begin to take a deeper inhale again, feeling the chest expand along with the belly. Wait for you to sigh it out. Moving your limbs, your neck. And start to bend your knees. You can rock up or roll to one side as you make your way back to a comfortable seated position. Spine tall, eyes closed. Reconnecting with your body and your breath. We will close with the sound of Om. Connect your palms in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in. Bowing your head. Take a moment here. Thank yourself for making time for your practice. And we thank you for joining us. Hope you're able to find some peace, love, and gratitude on the mat. Take that with you. Share it with everyone you interact with. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you. Happy Monday. Happy holidays. We will still be doing this.
Yeah.
Every day. Every day we normally do it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Mm-hmm. We will still be here on Christmas morning. Because I like waking up early on Christmas morning anyways.
Is that Friday?
That is Friday.
Okay. I have no idea.
Yeah.
We'll do this and then open presents.
Yeah. Wear your Christmas PJs.
Yes.
And
Thanks, Claudia.
See you Friday.
Yeah. Well, Wednesday first.
Wednesday as well. Yeah.
And then we'll see you Friday as well.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Effie. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. It is the season, hi Cass, the season to be a little bit more indulgent, probably, especially more because there isn't a lot happening. I mean, for most of us, I know, like, we're not seeing friends for sure, and even, family, it's a little tougher.
Yeah.
So I find that we are filling that hole with food, with even more food than normal.
Enjoy it guilt-free.
Yep, enjoy it guilt-free. Thanks, Cindy. Thanks, Shane. Christmas Day, yeah, we're here, Claudia. Thanks, Julia. Have a great week as well. And don't feel bad if you're like, I don't want to wake up at 8 a.m. on Christmas Day. This will still be online, so you're more than welcome to join us after you open your presents or you have a nice breakfast.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll probably be doing a little bit more twisting and detox themed classes the next little while.
Yeah.
Stay warm and full. Yeah, for sure. I have a weird thing. Whenever I'm full, I'm super cold. I think like all my blood goes into my stomach trying to help me digest, and so my limbs and everything was just like
okay.
cold.
She wears all the sweaters and all the warm socks
Abby
and slippers.
And get Jonathan to keep me warm too. So glad you're doing this all week. Yes, we do our best to try to not miss one and just be here. I mean, we're not doing anything else in the mornings. Other mornings we are teaching certain classes, but we've kept Monday, Wednesday, Friday for you.
Yeah.
So thank you. Enjoy. We'll see you on Wednesday or see you, on the recording.
Okay. If you ever have any questions for us about practice, about our sponsor, Daydream, do reach out, and we'll try our best to get the answer to you.
Yes. So see you all soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Oh, one more. Oh, Kathleen's in Florida. Oh, yes, please send some sunny, warm ocean vibes.
Enjoy.
Yes, enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Thanks, Jonathan's mom. Bye.